Hi guys, and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again, we have a great international engagement here in between these two pro players from Europe. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys, as we have spawning here in the lower left in the orange. It is BANDY from Russia, as you can see from his nickname. And his opponent here spawning in the upper left in the brown. It is BONYTH from Poland. So Poland versus Russia here on Circuit Breakers, a 4 spawning location map. Protoss versus Zerg it is, as we already see here BONYTH moving out really early with his probe, and this is very likely going to indicate to us, of course, that he's preparing here on Wally, and perhaps also a fast expansion here. Of course, the 4 spawning location map would allow this, given the fact that it will take, of course, some time to scout here the map. Pretty standard stuff here from BANDY. Let's just see, he should also go here for a fast expansion. If you ask me, there is his overlord, so this pretty much looks like an overlord into fast expansion, but no, hold on, actually going for a faster spawning pool here. So very interesting build order here from the Russian player. We also see on the minimap BONYTH already moving out here with his probe, scouting, sadly in the wrong direction. Luckily here for BANDY, he's heading straight into the right direction here, and pretty soon it's going to be able to spot here this pylon, so perhaps a early advantage here for BANDY, as he even might try to launch some attacks here, given the fact that his spawning pool here is so early. We also see a drone move out and a scouting drone to be moved out, but I think that this drone will be brought back home, given the fact that the overlord is going to see this pylon. Yes, indeed, right back here with this drone, as there's that pylon, there's the gateway, and yet another pylon here into the main. So pretty standard stuff here by BONYTH. There is his scouting probe, sees now the timer here from this hatchery, so very early hatchery here, and we also see the spawning pool into gas, as the first Zerglings could very likely launch here and attack towards BONYTH. BONYTH also having here his first zealot out. Let's check his main. Is he going for a cybernetic score? Should be perhaps really soon a cybernetic score. In comes the zealot. No, actually he's retreating back home. It's actually going here for yet another pylon, I believe it is. Yes, so perhaps he's going to wall in here with a forge with some cannons. Let's just see what exactly the plan here from BONYTH is going to be. And we also see so many Zerglings here for BANDY, chasing here this one probe away, but really a large amount here of Zerglings, and it looks like even more and more are being prepared here. So BONYTH might be early on in some serious trouble here, as in comes a wave here of Zergling towards his expansion, and there really is no wall in here. So yeah, actually BONYTH decides here to drop those zealots into this small gap in here, so just to block the entrance. BANDY could of course take this way here. Let's just see what his decision is going to be. Of course he's going to take here the wall the other way, but in the end BONYTH finally finishing here his entrance with a forge and only 2 zealots here. Actually there's that third zealot here, so very nice skilled gameplay here from the player from Poland. He's actually considered to be one of the best foreigners, so one of the best non-Korean player here, facing this early aggression here by the Russian player. So really nice stuff. You also see the speed now being upgraded here for the Zerg, so more and more is being brought to you by this Zerg. More and more Zerglings are being brought in here, so he might try a surround against this pylon. Let's just see, the speed is being upgraded, and in comes the Zerg is now heading straight towards a nice surround towards those zealots, but BONYTH reacting really fast. Now the forge of course is being attacked, given the fact that the forge will allow some cannons to be spawned. Nice micro here by the Russian players, so many Zerglings. Forge is about to fall. The zealots are in position to defend, but the first cannon is now out, and of course you guys know that one cannon can two-shot a Zergling, and that cannon is shooting really fast. So BONYTH is going to take some damage. Perhaps even this gateway is about to fall, but in the end it looks like he should be able to hold here. But he could of course also upgrade here his tier 2, and we've seen this cadence he do on this map. He should actually use those overloads, even 1 or 2 overloads, just to drop some units here into this position, given the fact that the Protoss will of course invest so much minerals here into his defenses. But no, look at that, actually BONYTH now feeling really confident to move out, leaving here a gap for those Zerglings to come in. So very ballsy move in here with only 5 zealots, but I believe that there are no sunkens in here for Bandy. And yeah, Bandy with a nice surround against those zealots. Zealots taking quite some damage in here. Of course, some Zergans will fall as well, but in the end, so much damage has been taken here by both players. And yeah, BONYTH showing here his presence, not going to defend, he's just going to try to be aggressive, but in the end, this is being held off here by Bandy. So yeah, Bandy, like I told you, could abuse here this ledge. He could walk through with some Zerglings just to see, is there a tier 2? No, interesting enough, no tier 2. Yet another macro hatch here by him, so he might go really strong into mass Zerglings here against his opponent. There's a cybernetic score, another gateway, another pylon, and yeah, the floodgates are pretty much open here. So, but then again, BONYTH has those 2 cannons, so he feels pretty much confident here early on. Could of course pull some probes and just block here the entrance, as we see Bandy now even taking yet another expansion. 2 interesting build order here by him. 2 hatcheries is droning up. Let's just check his drone count. 20 drones versus the 29 workers here from BONYTH, and we see the first Hydras then, so it's going to be Hydras here for him, perhaps into lurkers, but the tier 2 is very much delayed. We're already here closing at the 10-minute mark, and there is no tier 2 for the Zerg, so very interesting build order here from him. And yeah, let's just see how things will unfold. Of course, now Bandy has to wait for those Hydras. Perhaps he's going to try a bust here through with some Zerglings and with some Hydras against this cannon one. Dragoon is also out here for BONYTH. And yeah, things of course have settled down now a little bit after earlier. Nice game here, nice aggression here by both players, great hold by BONYTH. And yeah, pretty soon the first Hydras, there they are, will be spawned. So just a tier 1 push here by Bandy. Let's just see if this is going to work out. Speed should be upgraded really soon for those Hydras. There it is. And yeah, of course, no upgrades yet here for both players. Just this 1 weapons upgrades here for BONYTH. Hydra still at 0-0 here. Let's just see what exactly he can do. Still just checking here for that tier 2. Still no tier 2, so it's pretty much once again an all in here for the Zerg. So very aggressive gameplay here by the Russian player, as he's also expanding here into this location. Let's just check, is he once again going for a surround against those zealots. Interesting enough, he's not taking here his Hydras with him, just placing them here on the map. So yeah, a waiting game here for the Zerg, as he's also going to now increase the attack from those Hydras. And yeah, BONYTH just focusing here only onto his defense. Yet another cannon is being made. Let's check his main really quick. There is a starport here, interesting enough, so we might see some Corsairs, some probes on idle here, so stuff here by him actually not that nice. 3 of them are on idle. There's even a Templar Archive, so we might see a Dark Templar rush here. It could be a possibility with some Corsairs. Finally BONYTH sees those probes, but look at that, so many Hydras here for Bandy, and Bandy is moving here really strong. So BONYTH with his small group might be in some serious trouble. He could even get surrounded here by those Zerglings. You actually see this one Dark Templar here sniping those Zerglings, and where is that overlord here for the Zerg? Really needs that one really quickly here. And yeah, interesting, he's going straight here forward, sniping this one Zealot. Perhaps going to snipe here this one Pylon. He's actually going straight for the cannon, but this one Dark Templar here really having here a great time, killing so many units. Finally in comes this slow overlord. Let's just check how many kills. Already 5 kills here with that 1 weapons upgrade. Really good stuff here by BONYTH. And there's that overlord, much needed overlord here for the Zerg, as of course BONYTH has now finally understood what is coming towards his way. It's just massing into cannons now, and look at that, there's just a Zealot and 1 Dark Templar here, just killing so many units from the Zerg. Yet another Dark Templar here. We also have a Corsair. This Corsair is of course so much important here against those overlords, but a little bit of a delayed attack now here from the Zerg, as those cannons have finished here. In come the reinforcements here for Bandy, as he's going here through. But look at that, the perfect counter here for BONYTH with that high Templar store. So much splash damage, as yeah, he really did a great job here. And just a couple of Hydras are being left now, as he's going for this upgrade here. It's weapons 2 upgrades. And the reinforcements are pouring in from the Zerg, but in the end BONYTH looks like he's of course going to fall. Perhaps he's upgrade is going to get cancelled here. Not that much energy being left here from those High Templars, but in comes some units here just to clear some Hydras. So yeah, nice job. Hydras do hold position, and we have a nice storm, defensive storm here by BONYTH. Really great stuff here by him. And yeah, once again, things have settled down, but while all of this is happening, look at that, it's just 33 workers versus just a 51. Of course, there's a nice siege going on here from the Zerg against the Protoss, but in the end, look at that, even the Zerg has to retreat at home. And we also see another Dark Templar here moving out. Let's just see, are there any overlords here? No, sadly. Oh yes, there is one overlord. Oh, sorry about this one. Where BANDY just needs to go for another target, so this is exactly why the Zerg has came back home, just to defend against this Dark Templar push. And he even might snipe this one Dark Templar. So nice job here by the Zerg. We have passed the 10-minute mark. Really nice aggression here. Let's just check the upgrades. Still 0-0 here for the Zerg. Finally some evolution chambers are coming in, but yeah, things pretty much have settled down. Let me just check now. Finally there is that tier 2. No, he's going for a layer here, so interesting enough. And so many upgrades here for the Protoss. But yeah, like I told you, he could even go for that speed for those overlords and just drop here all of those units. It could be a nice job here. But as I say this, look at that. Finally BONYTH now feeling pretty much confident, moving up with so many High Templars, and those Zealots, of course, so important here for the Protoss. So the idea is pretty simple. The Zealots will engage those Hydras, hold them at bay, and the High Templar is going to cast that Psionic Storm. So much splash damage against those units. So here we go. It looks like it's heading straight towards this expansion location. The drones will also be in really danger in case those High Templars are coming in. High Templars will be exposed here. Finally a nice defensive storm. And once again yet another storm here, and I believe the drones could also be stormed here. In comes those drones, and look at that, so much splash damage out of those High Templars. Yet another storm. So much valuable unit here. Those High Templars with that storm, and the Zealots. Looks like they're about to finish here this job. Yes, yet another High Templar storm here. So great stuff here by BONYTH as he's working now here into a Archon. Yeah, really nice stuff. Of course, the reinforcements here from BANDY should hold this off, but the economic damage already has been done here with those High Templars, with those kills against those drones. And yeah, now even some drones are going to fight here against this Archon. So yeah, BANDY has to retreat, but yeah, the damage has pretty much been done already as he's now moving forward. Interesting enough here with 2 High Templars and BANDY not paying attention. So much splash damage. Look at that, great move here by BANDY, and all of a sudden only 20 workers here for the Zerg. So it's pretty much really hard to out micro this High Templar storm, even if you're fast, especially against 2 High Templars. They can cast, for example, 4 storms, so it's so hard to fend this off. As this one Archon is now attacking here, he could even go for those drones, and we have sadly here for BANDY a small move out here. So BONYTH very much prepared here with his defenses against this small move out, and all of a sudden, sorry, I did miss this. 5 other workers have been killed. Of course, it's a Dark Templar here, 2 Dark Templars actually, so pretty much lost track of this one. So much action going on, but yeah, those Dark Templars, look at that, 11 kills on this one, and the other one also doing really nice, especially this Archon here as well. As we see now, of course, the GG has to come out. So BONYTH with some great response here against his opponent with a nice attack, and at the same time with that perfect storm in here, killing so many drones. And at the same time, I believe he just walked here through with some of those Dark Templars. There was of course an overload here, but there was no detection. And yeah, great stuff here by BONYTH. Good upgrades here, so nice hold. Would have been in danger early on, but yeah, in the end he did hold really nicely. And of course High Templars, once again BONYTH showing us the importance of those High Templars with that splash damage. Perfect counter here against any Zerg. And yeah, let's just check the stats really quick in case you guys are once again interested. I'm going to be clicking left and right. So yeah, BONYTH showing us his skill. This is exactly why he's considered one of the best forerunner out there. Of course, this is arguably, we also have devolved from Russia. We actually have many talents from non-Korean talents. So yeah, Really nice stuff here by both players. Perhaps mass Zerglings with a drop would have been better with a overload drop. But yeah, I'm sure Bandy knows exactly what he's doing here. So yeah, once again guys, I hope you enjoyed this replay as much as I did. We will be seeing of course each other in the next replays. This is Tommy signing out.